Hey, how's everything going, everybody? This is JSer. In this video, I'm going to continue looking through the CSS reference on MDN. I've already finished the properties starting with A. Now we should start with the block of B. Okay, the first one, backdrop, it's already visited. And the next one, backdrop footer, is what I'm going to talk about today. Okay, let's jump straight into the demo. Okay, so this is a background image, and this is a div box. And if we inspect the div, it has a backdrop filter with blur. Okay, so if you remove the one, you'll see that there is only a background with opacity, right? The background color RGBA here. If you remove it, it will be transparent. If we change it to 1, it will be white. Yeah. And we change it to 0.3 opacity. So this is a normal behavior. If we add the backdrop filter with blur, you now see the background actually blurs. Well, it's kind of a cool effect usually seen on native apps, I think. Well, on the web, what I see pretty common is on the Apple website. You see, actually, they're using a lot of advanced CSS techniques I'm going to cover, and also I'm going to learn from it in the future videos. Please stay tuned. So today it's about backdrop filter. You can see that the header here. Okay, this is a new MacBook. It is. I've already ordered it. It's still on its way. I'll wait about another 5 days. Okay. So this is another topic. So if you see the background here, the header, you can see through the header, right? To see the, I would say, the glowing effect of this image. You see? Okay, it's nice, pretty cool. So let's inspect the header here. Okay. This is ACL content, title. Okay, this content, I think. There's no backdrop. Oh, this one, right? And background. Wait a minute. If I remove it, yeah, it should be here. Background. There's after. Ah, where is it? Okay, it has just a pseudo element. Backdrop. No. Weird. Okay. Let's see the background here. Transition. Oh, here. Backdrop filter. It's covered in another rule, maybe somewhere in the bottom. No. Where is it? Oh, here. I'm sorry. It's in here. The backdrop filter, saturate, and blur. So actually uses the blur 10 pixel here, right? If we remove the saturate, let's see what it would be. Okay, let's take it here. If we remove the saturate, not that much. Okay. Oh, here. If I remove the blurry, oh. You see, there's some slight changes. Not that much, but look at here. Yeah. This is without the saturate, and now we add it. Without it, add it. Without it, add it. So you'll see the light is would be a little, I'll just say, vivid. I don't know. Let's change to some colors here to see the difference. This is without saturate. This is with saturate. It's kind of not that obvious, right? Okay, let's take the saturate here to see what happens. Okay, this is blur 10 pixel. Remember the effect. Now we saturate 180 pixel, 80 pixel. Okay, this is with it, without, with it, without. So I'm not an expert on the colors, but the saturate seems to make the color more closer, much closer to the basic colors, like red stuff. Like this is more red, right? And if we think about the Apple website here, it will be okay. Let's focus on more in the basic colors to make it like more ambient, I'm not sure, ambient light stuff. Okay, so for backdrop filter, this is what it does. It will apply these filters on the background of the elements here, not itself. If itself, it's not background filter, but filter, right? Filter. Like blur 10 pixel, it will be okay with, if we set the color to this, it will be something like this. So we only want to blur the background, so it's something like this. Cool. There are a lot of values here, functions. Besides the SVG filter, I'm not familiar with. And there are functions like blur, brightness, contrast, drop shadow, stuff up, blah blah blah. It's very not straightforward. It's just saying the function names. Let's take a look at the examples explained in the CSS tricks. Okay, the first one, grayscale. Obviously, it turns the colors into black and white, right? It's really useful for like sending your condolences to some very important people who just died recently, right? Yeah, to remove the happiness mode. Yeah. Okay, the next one, Sepia. What is Sepia? I don't know. I searched on the Google. Yeah, it means you see, this is an original image, and this is the Sepia, like a vintage. I don't know, to more like a wood stuff. Yeah, this is Sepia. A saturate. Yeah, this is saturate. This one is set to a very large number, I think. Let's see the CSS. Not that large. It's 8. Okay. Oh, okay. This percentage is 0 unsaturated, leaves the input unchanged. Linear multiplier is on effect. Okay. So with this, it's more close. It's closer to the basic colors, right? It's more vivid. Yeah. Saturate, hue, rotate. I don't know what this does. It means like I'm really not familiar with the colors. If you're interested, please search on the internet. There should be a detailed explanation on this one. Okay, the value of angle defines the number of degrees around the color circle. This will be adjusted. It means, I think, change the color based on some linear rules. Okay, what is for? It's like ugly. Yes, make it more. Like if it is food, it would be indigestible. Okay, invert the opposite color. Okay. Please search on for details for this one. Okay, opacity. It's the same as similar to the opacity, but the difference is that browsers will provide possibly with hardware acceleration for better performance. Interesting. Next one, the brightness. Obviously, it makes it like you take some photos with extra too much light. Your girlfriend won't be happy with you about this one. Okay, next one, contrast. Yeah, make it more the border more sharp. Yeah. Blur. It's commonly used. So it's blur the image for a background. That's what Apple does. drop shadow, it will add the shadow. It's just similar to the box shadow. Again, some browsers might provide hardware acceleration for this one. Okay. This one, oh yeah, JRL. JRL actually refers to the SVG filters. Okay, this a tutorial, but I'm not sure. I can explain that well, so I will put it in another video by explaining the SVG stuff. Anyway, with the SVG filters, you can achieve something more than these predefined CSS properties. Okay, all those filters could be animated. Let's take a look. Yeah, the color, you see that they're transitioning. Okay, this is all for the backdrop filter. At last, let's take a look at the interesting demo with the SVG filters here, the GUI effect. Okay, let's take a look at interaction here. Click the menu. Interesting, right? Okay, if we create something separately, the menu separately, it will not be that difficult. I mean, click it and set the coordinates for each menu and just add the transition and it will do good. But you see, the interesting part is that this GUI effect. Okay, how is that working? Well, it's kind of not that hard, but interesting. Let's take a look at the original. Okay, original, yeah, shaping blobbing CSS. So first, we could do what? The trick is simple. With these two filters, one is blur, make it blur, and this is make it contrast with the contrast function, right? Yeah, contrast 20. The interesting part is that if we put have multiple blurred elements together, if we add the contrast part, it's kind of like collecting them together. You see, at first they're separate, but then if we blur them, they will be like overlapping, right? They will be overlapping to each other, and then we make it sharp with this contrast, and they are similar to be connected together. Let's see an example here. The effect animation here. Okay, this is the. Wait a minute. This is original one. Nothing. No effect is added. Now we blur it and then we sharp it. You see, it's fantastic GUI effect. Well, interesting, right? Okay, this is what it does. Actually, there are only 4 circles. Only 4 circles moving, and by setting the blur and the contrast together, you can achieve this kind of very cool effect. Okay, that's all for this one. Hope it helps. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.